My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Ringside exclusive Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt. And so here we have Bray Wyatt posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually have a look at his accessories. Bray Wyatt does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of grip hands. Then we get a pair of splayed open hands. We do get 4 puppets with this set. We do get Abby the Witch, Mercy the Buzzard, Ramblin' Rabbit, and the Boss. Bray Wyatt also does come with a cardboard cutout of the Firefly Funhouse backdrop, which looks really nice. I do like it. Other than that, Bray Wyatt doesn't come with anything else. We don't get a set of gloved hands or Augustus the Pig Boy, which is unfortunate. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Bray Wyatt. And so here we have a closer look at Bray Wyatt, and I'm not gonna lie, I always did enjoy this head sculpt. We saw this on the basic Bray Wyatt, which we haven't stored somewhere. I wasn't able to find them, but I really do like this head sculpt. Now on mine, you can see that the plastic kind of did mess up. I don't know what's going on with his eye, but there's a lot of excess plastic underneath his eye, and that is really unfortunate. I can't really scrape it off because it would scrape off some of the plastic, which we don't want to scrape the plastic off entirely, and yeah, it's just a little bit of an unfortunate thing. This eye is perfectly fine, so it's okay. Having a look at the rest of the head, it's a really nice head sculpt. I do like it, and I do really like the fact that it does transition from his natural hair color onto the blonde dreads that you see tied up nicely in the bun. And one thing I really do enjoy about this figure is that his tattoo actually does come up over his neck and onto his head, so that's really nice. I do like that. They did a very good job paying attention to that small little detail. His beard does look nice, and it is trimmed versus how he used to have it when he was the leader of the Wyatt family. So yeah, overall, really do like this head sculpt. It's unfortunate that the right eye did get messed up, but the face printing looks really nice. So let's actually talk about this figure in general. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. This body is very, very lazy. Now, what Mattel should have done is just given us the regular Bray Wyatt body with the tank top on it, and then giving us his sleeves and his tattoos and everything, and then giving us a soft goods sweater to go over that. But unfortunately, what they did here, I'm not a fan of. All they did was take a regular Bray Wyatt torso. It really does feel like a regular Bray Wyatt torso. It is missing the pouch and the detailing right here, and just casted it in red plastic. And it doesn't look like a sweater at all. It looks like he's wearing Under Armour, and it's very skin tight, and yeah, not a fan of this. I know the Elite Bray Wyatt has the collar and more sculpt work on it. This feels very lazy and uninspired, so yeah, it is unfortunate that Mattel didn't give us a wrestling gear Bray Wyatt, because he did wrestle once with his tank top and he wore the sweater. I don't know why they didn't go that route. This is supposed to be an exclusive, and this feels very, very poor for an exclusive. Even his arms aren't sculpted. This is like really, really weird, seeing the skin tone just cast in this red. I know what they were trying to do, but they cut so many corners with this figure, which is very unfortunate, because I was really looking forward to the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, and this is what we got. On top of that, we also do get his sweatpants, because these aren't really pants because there's no belt on it, and it is rather strange that they absolutely phoned it in on this figure. For an exclusive figure, yeah, I don't see this as worth the effort, so that is very unfortunate, because this figure had so much potential, and we get this. Another thing to note is that he is missing his tattoos on his hands, and he doesn't even come with the gloved hands, which is very unfortunate. That's one accessory you would have expected Bray Wyatt to come with. So having a look at his pants here, I do believe these are regular Bray Wyatt pants, the ones that we got when he was with the Wyatt family, just done in this gray plastic. It's not even black, it's gray, and it's very obvious. At least they put some paint detail on his boots. That's one highlight on the figure. I think that's like the only paint apps on the figure besides the neck and the face, which is very, very unfortunate. They didn't even paint on a belt. That's how lazy this figure feels. It's very lazy, very uninspired, and really not worth the exclusive price tag. And even his skin tone is painted on it. You can even see the difference in skin tone. That's very, very bad in my honest opinion, but that's the way Mattel did it, and it makes for a very uninspired figure. Not that the head sculpt is no slouch. This is probably the best thing about the figure, but mine does have that little issue, so this does feel like an uninspired figure, to be quite honest. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Bray Wyatt compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Bray Wyatt posed next to an Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And finally, here we do have the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt posed next to the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. Now, Bray Wyatt does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up slightly. He can look down. We do have some slight head tilt, but he can look left and right, no problem. Arms are on ball hinges that go out to the side. They go all the way around. He does swivel at the bicep, single bend at the elbow. We have a swivel and a hinge in the wrist. He does have an ab crunch, which goes back about that far, goes forward only to about that far. We do have waist swivel. Legs do kick forward only to about right there, so it's very, very limited on Bray Wyatt here. Then we do have a thigh swivel. I think did I say that they go out to, if I didn't, they go out to about that far, so not really that far, to be quite honest. He does have a swivel at the thigh, double bend at the knee, which is probably his best piece of articulation, if I'm being quite honest. He does have rotation at the boot, but it is hindered by his pant leg, and then it does move around. It's like on a ball joint here, but it doesn't really move forward or back. We do have a ball joint that does allow it to move side to side, and then we get some rocker ankle. So overall, not the greatest articulation here on Bray Wyatt, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that this figure is the way it is. Mattel really cut so many corners on this figure. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Bray Wyatt on my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the WWE Elite Collection Ringside exclusive Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt posed for my final thoughts. And overall, a very, very disappointing figure. I am not gonna lie to you guys, this figure honestly doesn't seem like it's worth the exclusive price tag, nor does it even feel like an exclusive figure. This feels like a very generic, general release Mattel Elite figure, and the only thing that I can see that makes it exclusive is the packaging, which I already threw away. And yeah, this figure really is uninspiring, and it really does show that Mattel really doesn't put too much effort in when they really should. There's some figures that they put a lot of effort in, and then we get figures like this. This is a very big disappointment, and I'm sorry to say this, guys, but I really don't recommend this Bray Wyatt. Now, if you were unfortunate enough to pay full price for it, you're paying about $30 for this figure, and I feel like that is completely outrageous for this figure. Not only doesn't he have any soft goods on him, the backdrop is made of cardboard, and the cutouts really make it a little bit hard to mess around with it. On top of that, we do get the puppets, which is a nice accessory, but they could have honestly just thrown this in with any version of Bray Wyatt and I would have been happy. And to top it all off, we don't even get gloved hands with this Bray Wyatt. I am using gloved hands for my Elite Fiend. So yeah, this is a very disappointing figure no matter how you look at it. The torso is very terrible, and I really think that Mattel should have gone the soft goods route where the sweater was removable, and underneath it we had a full wrestling gear Bray Wyatt. That would have been a much better figure than this. So overall, I don't recommend this version of Bray Wyatt. Even if you're a fan of the character, I really see the only reason to pick this up is the puppets, but you can probably find those loose cheaper than what you can find this figure for. Now, I did pay about $20 for this figure, so I did wait for it to go on sale, and to be quite honest, this figure is a very big letdown, and those $20 feel like they are very wasted, or could have been put toward another better figure. So yeah, I don't recommend this Bray Wyatt. Just save your money and get the Elite version, because at least that one has double jointed elbows and a collar that was sculpted on. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.